Today I am Priyanka Singh, JMC faculty, is going to deliver a lecture on the topic importance of 7 C's of communication. So, on this topic I will be telling you about the importance of 7 C's of communication. Okay. Now, before moving further, let me tell you simply in brief about the basic 7 C's of any effective communication. The first C's of communication is completeness. The another C of this effective communication is conciseness, to be concise. The another C's of effective communication is consideration, to consider anything in your communication. The another C's of effective communication is concreteness. Okay. The another C's of any effective communication is clarity. Okay. The another C's of any effective communication is courtesy. And the last C's of effective communication will be correctness. Okay, let's move further, and by this I will be explaining you the 7 C's and its importance. The 7 C's of communication are also considered as a principle of communication, which help all of us to communicate effectively, so that the target group may understand the intended purpose of communication, which is initiated by the sender or the receiver. So, let's move further. Now, we will be discussing about the importance of completeness. It is referred to a communication between sender and recipients when all of the relevant information has been sent by the sender after analyzing the recipient's mindset and also ensuring that no necessary information is missed during the communication. In case of intellectual level of recipient demands clarification concerning to the information provided, the sender should be in a position to satisfy the recipient by answering the relevant queries. So, in case if the recipients may have many of the queries, the responsibility is also to resolve it by your communication. Okay. Let's come to the example of this first C's of communication. It is essential for a teacher to give the complete information about any of the topics, so there will be no chance of confusion can be built in the mind of the student or the targeted population or the receiver. Okay. Let's move further. Now, we will discuss about the importance of conciseness. It is more effective where the recipients are more focused on time than the communication. Therefore, provisioning of concise, useful information would be much regarded as effective communication, while the response from the audience will be positive. It can be negative, but mostly the term conciseness will reflect the positive response. Okay, let's come to the example of conciseness. If an accident happens at a place and one of the eyewitnesses is giving their bite on that particular accident, so in that case a person is asked to tell the complete information in a concise form, because in today's time everybody is busy. If I consider myself or if I considered you, so you guys are also busy and even I am also busy with our daily routine work. So, which means providing concise information is important for communication and for awareing people as well. Let's move further. Let me tell you about the importance of consideration. The communication mainly focuses the needs, the thoughts as well as the requirements of the recipients with a positive approach. There are two kinds of approach, the negative approach and the positive approach. So, here we are talking about the positive approach. Consideration also play an important role in communication. There are many information coming across on the daily basis, but the most important and relevant information are to be considered as most important. So, here we are talking about that important information. So, now we will be discussing the example on the same. The interaction of political leaders with the public is mainly describe the needs and the problem of the people, which are directly influence the target population or the group of people and which play an emotional part in it. This can actually convert a normal communication into an effective communication, which also helps in achieving your goal of initiating your communication with any of the recipients. Okay, now let's move further. Let me tell you about the importance of concreteness. Concreteness refers to the specific where interaction is performed with preciseness or by referring statistics. So here we are talking about the facts and figure on the supporting topic or the supporting point of view. Okay, this also create a pronounced effect on the recipients as compared to the general talk. Let's come on the example of concreteness. Highlighting about performance of an automobile in speed, economy and aesthetic will be more effective than generalizing the product once compared with different brands on the same. Because here we are giving the facts and figure why we will be comparing the two products and one will be a superior one. So that's why that's basically concrete means. Now we will be discussing about the term importance of clarity. Importance of clarity basically endeavor for an effective communication is to transfer your thoughts, your ideas into the mind of the recipient clearly. It can be effectively occurred when the simple, precise as well as the easy set of words are used for your communication in order to express the purpose without going into an intensive interaction. Okay, let's talk about the example of the term or the effective communication clarity. In case of clarity, we need to take care that the message in any of the form, it can be in audio form, in textual form, visual form or video form, any of the form message are to be circulated or to be given to the recipient in a clear way. Let's move to the another C's, which is courtesy. Importance of courtesy include a polite word can play a prominent role in resolving disputes among people. Therefore, understanding the mentality as well the recipient information and their feelings towards the intended interaction is very important for effective communication. So here we talk about the importance of courtesy in which we also respect the particular recipient feelings and their state of mind. Okay, let's move further. It also creates a long-lasting effect even if there is difference of opinion between communicating people or in organization, yet throughout during the course of communication. Let's move further and discuss about the example of courtesy. Despite of cultural difference, the communication between the people belonging to different ethnic group can remain fruitful by avoiding any of the negative remark or by considering any of the negative thought. Let's move further and discuss about the another C of communication, which is correctness. It is referred to the factual accuracy of words used in communication between the people communicating with organization. It is also important in both verbal as well as non-verbal communication where selection of correct word at the correct time is important. Here the right time and the right message is very important. The set of information used between the communication or during the communication is to be reliable, sustainable and the information provided during communication should be right. Let's move further and we'll discuss about the example of the C. For example, it is important for company representative to communicate with correctness while visiting different markets or people in order to have effective product marketing. Okay, for example, we need to achieve a company goal. So in that case, we need to be accurate. We need to achieve our goal at the right time with the right message. So by this, I hope you have understand this topic. Dear students, don't forget to like, share and subscribe Tecnia TV. Thank you so much.